It's a big day here in America. The NFL trade deadline has kicked off. Today is the final day that teams can make a trade. They have till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do so. And the Lions are the first team to make a move today, trading for Za'Darius Smith. We're going to talk about that here up next on No Buts About It. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to No Buts About It. I am Josh Butts. And as I said, we are going to be talking about Za'Darius Smith. The Detroit Lions, finally, they got a pass rusher. Aiden Hutchinson went down. A few weeks ago, I said, Za'Darius Smith is someone that the Lions should be looking into. He is on a team that really isn't going anywhere. The Browns are in fire sale mode. They had already traded Amari Cooper. And I just was like, Za'Darius Smith, he seemed like a good trade candidate to me. And then that wheel kind of kept going, that kind of kept spinning. I'm not saying it originated with me, but maybe a little something. And I've always really thought Za'Darius Smith is kind of underrated, especially on the Cleveland Browns. Because when you talk about the Cleveland Browns defense, you don't talk about Za'Darius Smith. Especially on the defensive line. Everything goes to Myles Garrett. And Myles Garrett is phenomenal. And it's justified that people think about Myles Garrett first when they're thinking about the Cleveland Browns defensive line. But Za'Darius Smith has managed to put together quite a career for himself as well. And already this season, he has 5 sacks. He has, I believe it was 23 combined tackles already this season. So we are doing great if we are looking for a pass rusher, which the Detroit Lions were. Now, of course, Za'Darius Smith is going to be going onto a Lions defensive line that has struggled. They haven't been able to really get too many pressures on the quarterback. They've had 0 sacks since Aiden Hutchinson went down, I believe. So just a real struggle there in Detroit. And for a team that has very realistic Super Bowl contention goals, this is something they needed to do. They needed to be able to pressure that quarterback. They needed to be able to strengthen that one really major weakness that they had. Other than that, they've been fantastic. Their offense is doing all sorts of stuff. They're having running backs throw to the quarterback. They're having offensive linemen throw to each other. Like, they're going crazy. And I'm sure Aaron Glenn has just been kind of looking over at Ben Johnson's group and been like, I wish we had a guy. And I think Za'Darius Smith really is that guy for the Detroit Lions. Not only is he great in the pass rush, he is also great in the run defense, which is going to be huge when you're talking about playing in a division with running backs like Josh Jacobs, got Aaron Jones over there with the Vikings and the Bears. They have DeAndre Swift. They no longer have Khalil Herbert. He was just traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. That video will be coming soon. But this is a great move. Let's look at the numbers real quick. So the Detroit Lions are sending a 5th-round pick in 2025 and a 2026 6th-round pick. And they will be getting back Smith and a 2026 7th-round pick. So in my opinion, just looking at this trade right now, I am not someone who's like super into draft picks. I like to have them, obviously. They help build a team. But I'm not like someone who needs to have draft picks. I would much rather have a proven player than have a ton of maybes. Because draft picks are honestly a gamble. You can have a dude who is great in college. He can look like the best prospects that's ever come out, and for whatever reason, he just doesn't make it in the NFL. We have seen that time and time again. And so here you're only giving up a 5th-rounder and a 6th-rounder 2 years from now is the 6th-rounder. So you're basically giving up nothing for a guy who you know is automatic, who's going to come in right away, and he's going to elevate your team. He's going to take that defensive line to the next level. This is an absolute fleece by the Detroit Lions, in my opinion. And on top of that, let's look at the money part of it. The new team, the Detroit Lions, is gonna have, they're paying the $605,000 here. That's already been confirmed. And then this $11 million. Another huge thing about this is he's not a free agent next year, so you still have Za'Darius Smith next season if you so desire. But that $11 million isn't guaranteed. He might have some bonuses and stuff and other details, but I think I saw the cap hit for next year, even if they cut him, is only like $5.6 million. So really, there's no loss here for the Detroit Lions. It's all positive. This is a great move for them. I'm ecstatic for the Detroit Lions. They've really kind of taken what used to be a joke of a franchise, and Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson have just as a group all come together as a coaching staff and said, we are going to turn this around. And now they've shown what an NFL franchise should be, right? So many fans want their team to be run like the Detroit Lions, which is crazy. Just a few years ago, you never would have said that. And now it's crazy what the Detroit Lions are doing. They saw a problem, they looked at it, they found a solution, and then they executed. I love this for the Detroit Lions. Lions fans, let me know down in the comments what you think about this trade. I obviously I'm over the moon for you guys. I am so happy. Also, I'm glad that he is out of the AFC North. That's how much respect I have for Za'Darius Smith. I don't want him playing in the same division as the Cincinnati Bengals. And now he gets to play two of his former teams 2 times a year in the Packers and the Lions, or excuse me, the Packers and the Vikings. So, like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. Just a quick little video giving my assessment for this big major trade here. And if you could do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, it would be huge for us. We're trying to get to 500 here soon. But until next time, go do something nice for someone.